Hi guys, if you don't know me, I'm Thiella and today it's gonna be a fun video. Today's video will be fun because we're gonna play with colors, and you guys already know that I love color theory, right? I've seen a lot of videos, girls trying it out, different colors of powder, especially Huda Beauty. And I was like, why not bring this type of video to the channel so I can teach you guys how to do this, how to use it to your favor, because it's fun, it's beautiful to see, but we can use it on your makeup routine, especially if we have problems with your makeup, the wrong shade of foundation, concealer, powder. Anyway, so if you like this kind of content, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So yeah, I'm already with foundation on, just foundation on, okay? I think it's the only thing we need to apply powder, right? The fun part about this, especially if you like color theory like me, is like we can use it to our favor, especially if you have the wrong shade of foundation or concealer or even powder, okay, or whatever. And I'm gonna explain why. Okay, I'm with powder like this. I choose a white powder because I think it's better to mix with the colors, right? But you can use whatever shade of powder you have. Just keeping in mind that if you have, for example, a banana powder, a yellow powder, or even a brown powder, just keep in mind that it'll mix with the colors, right? So for example, if I have a banana powder, a yellow powder, and I'm gonna mix it with a orange or a green or a red powder or whatever, this color will mix with the yellow, okay? And it'll give me a new color, a new shade of color, okay? I think I'm gonna do a huge mess in this video, just mixing powders. I took my old palettes. Of course, if you wanna waste your new and expensive eyeshadow palette, it's up to you. But I don't, so I picked my old palette. I never used this palette, okay? I'm gonna mix this shade, So everybody practically is doing under the eyes more pink, right? More pink or soft baby orange or things like that. So that's what I'm gonna do with our new powder, right? I'm gonna mix this pink color with our white powder. I could do this with a red eyeshadow as well, right? Since I'm mixing it with white. So here I'm just mixing colors, right? I'm mixing, if I feel like I need more pink or even red, I'm gonna mix it a little bit of red as well. Because this pink, I can see it's more like a baby purple than pink itself, you know what I mean? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. Basically, a soft, a subtle pink, right? And I didn't mix the red color, okay? Blend all of it very, very well, okay? Because it's eyeshadow, so they have like mini particles. So if you don't like smash and smash and mix it very well, the moment you apply it on your skin, you can practically paint your face. Just pay attention. I took a good time mixing it in here. I hope you guys can see the shade, but at least it's not white anymore. Under the eyes first to give that pink shade that everybody's doing. I have to do it with concealer, right? By the way, if you guys like this kind of content, we customizing our makeup products, let me know in the comments so I can bring more videos. I love do this, especially because I'm a color theory person. So everything that I can use color theory to my favor, I'm doing it. I don't know if you guys can see it worked. as a powder. Remember, my foundation, because of my skin tone, of course, it's kind of yellow, let's say like this. So with this pink shade, pink powder, it gives more an orange under my eyes, okay? Now I'm gonna apply the red powder, the red eyeshadow, just to see if it gives some difference. Or I can apply more pink eyeshadow. Now I'm torn between pink and yellow. What do you guys think? Okay, more red, and let's hope I can make it. Okay, look the difference now. Just with the red eyeshadow, okay? Red eyeshadow and the rest of that powder. So let's apply it. And now I'm afraid. Now I'm afraid. Let's see what happens. Remember, it's eyeshadow, right? So if I apply it too much, I cannot blend it later. You know what I mean? Yeah, what do you think? Of course, this is not useful for me. Like, this shade is too much. I just apply it, you know, a big amount of product just for you guys to see the difference, right? It's like I apply it blush under my eyes. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think maybe my mistake was that I apply it, you know, in a huge area. Maybe just in the side like a blush. It would be better, right? Let's go to the next. The next one is, you know, the viral powder of Huda Beauty that, you know, with a purple shade. Let's try it out. Let's try to create that shade, you know. I hope I can with the eyeshadows that I have here. So first, white powder. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna apply this shade, which is more purple, right?
Six and a half hours later.
After 2 hours, I guess. I think I did it. It's not the same, of course, but you know, at home. But I think I did it. It's a purple shade. That's what it got. I'm making a huge mess here. Yeah, I already hit like done in this video because yeah, I'm I'm a huge mess in this video, just mixing powders, you know. I'm gonna apply over the previous powder here, okay, because I think this is gonna work. I highly recommend this purple shade, purple powder, if you have, for example, a foundation too yellow. If your foundation, you know, makes you look like a Simpson, use a purple eyeshadow, you know, or even a foundation too orange. This is gonna work well as well. This other side, I really like the effect under my eyes. As I said, if you have a too yellow foundation, it's awesome, this shade of this shade of powder, you know. More a bit, just to, yeah, let me get closer. Of course, if you have dark circles, make sure you cover it up very well. Okay, now I'm here again, and now we are gonna play with the colors. Okay, we are use the color theory for fun, because, but of course I think it's useful when we know about that, you know, and we know about the streaks, when we know especially about color theory, because we can help us a lot, especially if you usually get, you know, the wrong shade of foundation, the wrong shade of powder, the wrong shade of concealer, whatever. So in this case, right now, we are gonna try out, you know, to create a orange powder. Some people can say, but when I'm gonna use this? But you can, especially to fix, you know, to fix mistakes in your makeup. Okay, I applied that purple shade again. Actually, I should have applied a gray shade, but my eyeshadow palettes, it's so, you know, it's far away from me. So let's imagine, let's pretend that I applied a concealer or a foundation which, you know, ended up gray under my eyes. So in this case, an orange powder suits so well here, okay? Because it's like I'm gonna warm up this area under my eyes. You know what I mean? Now let's create our orange powder first. Again, powder. Be careful here, Thiella.
One year later.
Okay, that's what I got. Can you see it? Okay, now let's apply it. Again, this is also a good tip, for example, if you have dark skin, you know, and you cannot find the shade of powder for you, so you can do it yourself. As you can see, that purple shade is disappearing, and also it gives a good shade under the eyes, right? And now we have a green powder. Ah, but Thiella, how can I use a green powder? There's no way. Actually, there is a way. I don't know if you guys can see if it's green enough. To me, it's basically a powder for Shrek or Grinch, you know. I used my whole eyeshadow, you know. So basically, I'd use a green powder like this in this example. If if my foundation is too orange, like this, or if the powder is too orange, you know what I mean? So I can adjust it with a green powder. Just pay attention here. I really don't want to give you guys, a total color theory class, but in this case, if you are gonna do this, just pay attention. Is a light green powder, okay? Because it's, a dark green powder. Apply under the eyes. You can, darken the shade under your eyes. You know what I mean? Here I'm gonna apply on the same side, right? I think I have nothing. I have nothing to talk about because you guys can see the orange disappearing. Look. As I said, I wish I could make this video, a simple video, a regular video, but I can't, talking about colors, I have to talk about color theory. And that's it, guys. What do you think? As I said, I was just trying to make a fun video, okay? But if you got curious, more about color theory and how to mix colors, to help you with your makeup and your makeup products, maybe you have the wrong shade of foundation or even the wrong shade of powder, we already have a playlist. We already have a lot of videos about color theory in the channel, okay? So you can check it out later. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, okay? Tell me in the comments your opinion, and that's all, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.